What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a fun day because I'm not doing anything that I'm normally doing on this channel. I'm not doing anything that I'm normally doing in life, and that is actually trying to be strong. And today it was cool because I did strongman's training and I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I have had some guidance from a few friends of mine, like Grant Higa, a few other strongmans that came to the gym, and we do have a bunch of members that are switching over to strongman, and it's pretty dope because at Barbell Brigade now we're getting a shit ton of strongman equipment. We're pretty much getting a shit ton of everything, always trying to improve the quality of the gym and the gym experience for you guys, but that I think in turn makes me more excited to start training in other aspects, and that's the whole reason why I'm pretty much still lifting, because I'm not bored of powerlifting, but I just want to make sure that I can have fun with my training and keep switching it up. So I'm still powerlifting. I'm still trying to do other aspects like weightlifting here and there. Some of the movements I can't do just because of injuries, and it takes too much time and too much effort without a coach. So I don't have the mindset and the proper technique to back up my training. But some stuff I can do by just watching other people or getting guidance from the people that we do have at the gym, like Strongman. So it's awesome that we have this equipment. So I've been training with it now for about a week, and I kind of wanted to come on here and test my maxes in front of the camera and then see my progress within a few months and see how much more I can do. So today I lifted into the Continental Clean. I flipped a tire, which is 750 pounds. I did the log press, and then I also carried the stone and shouldered it. So it was pretty cool going into the lifts. The first thing I did was the log press because I felt like that was the thing that was gonna probably wipe my energy the most. It's just so different with everything I'm used to, and the reason I like it a lot is because it feels like I'm trying to lift a person off the floor. It feels like I'm trying to help pick up a couch or stuff that actually applies to real life, because weightlifting, your form has to be so perfect. I don't see how it really relates to being able to pick up anything off the floor. Powerlifting, you're only really strong in these planes of motion, like the squat, bench, and deadlift, and I hear it a lot of times where people, they can't do anything outside of the gym because they're so in tune with their form, or if they try to pick something off the floor, they hurt their back. So my muscles aren't really drained right now from these movements, but I'm more overall fatigued. I feel like I just went 100 rounds by getting my ass kicked by something, I don't know, or getting hit by a truck or something. My body just feels fatigued and tired, but I feel like I can still go and do some bodybuilding workouts. I still feel like I could go powerlift. I just can't do these movements anymore. So working up with the log was pretty cool because the log weighs 75 pounds. We do have a 90-pound log also, but I want to start with the light one just so I can get my form down. It was all moving pretty good, but once I got to, I believe, a plate and a 25, so the total weight of the whole log was 250 pounds. That's when it got really hard. I had my buddy Stanley try to teach me a little bit of it, and it did help getting it up, but my strict shoulder press is max, I think, 195. So I knew this one was gonna be really hard, and the first time I tried it, I couldn't even get it up. I couldn't even get it passed over my head, and I kept trying with it. I think I tried twice and it still didn't move, so I was like, fuck. And honestly, it felt like I gave it my all, it just wouldn't move. But then I was like, fuck it, stand with it, just try again. And I think I kind of got in tune with the form down, so I didn't waste that much energy getting it up. And I gave it my all. I threw it up, and it actually somehow locked out.
Nice.
Alright, we'll call that as my PR. And then moving on after that, we moved on to the tire flip just because I felt like that was the proper progression with it. I wanted to kind of put my efforts into something that would fatigue me a little bit more. And it was cool because this tire weighs about 750 pounds, and we don't have any other tires yet, which we will have soon, but we didn't have it yet. So there was no basically progression up to it, or I can warm up or add weights to it. So I just had to either get it or not get it. This tire weighs 750 pounds. There is some water in it, and they said that did add, but I felt like it wasn't anything that would have changed if I could get the tire up. But I think the biggest thing is your mentality going into it, because I remember my friend Johannes did it. He couldn't do it the first time, it wouldn't even move off the floor. But I told him, I was like, it's just mental. You just gotta keep moving with it. And gave it his all the next time, and it flew up. So I was like, okay, if he could do it, I could do it. Not saying he's weak or anything, I'm just saying the mentality behind it, you know? So this time I tried, and honestly, it fucking shocked me how fast it moved up. And I was pretty surprised with it because that's a lot of weight, you know, and I've seen some big ass guys do it, and I've seen some little ass people do it, and I've never been able to budget. But knowing that it was possible, and I've seen other people that are lighter than me and just like fail it and then get it, showed me that I could do it too. So I flipped it. I'm pretty excited to see what I could do after that. So then after moving on to that, we worked on the stone, and the cool thing with our stone, it's plate loaded, so we have one size, and it doesn't need to take up a bunch of different like spaces and stuff. But the shell itself weighs 130 pounds, and I was able to pick that up and throw it over my shoulder a few times. But I could tell, like, okay, like once I add a little bit more weight, the technique that I really don't know how to do is really gonna come into it. So that was really cool, and I'm really excited to see, because that's the thing that I think most people attribute strongman to, is the stones and like the atlas carries and stuff like that. So I really want to get my technique on point, because I have seen some pretty gruesome accidents happen with that, where people fall backwards with it. But I'm not going heavy enough, and I'm not going to push it myself, because obviously I don't want to get hurt or see what happens if those guys happen to me. So after that, I moved on to the thing that I think is the weirdest exercise, and it's the Continental Clean, because this exercise, with everything in strongman, is just about getting the weight up. If you get it up, no matter how bad your form is, if you got it up all the way, it counts. So the thing with this is, I know how to weightlift somewhat, so I was trying to use everything that I learned from weightlifting to get the weight up, because I think in weightlifting, the original way was to clean it like the strongman way, where anyway, just to get it up, right? And then they eventually fixed the form and made it a lot cleaner, and that's where they actually got the name the clean, because it was a cleaner lift than the continental lift. I started off with the weightlifting form, and it was a lot harder because you can't really grip. I can't put my thumbs around the bar. You're literally gripping on a fat grip. So it was really hard to, once I got the momentum going, because I want to explode up fast, but if I started going fast, or if I started like lifting myself up with the weight, I felt like it was gonna slip out of my hands. So anytime I went heavy, I had to kind of like slow down just to be able to get the weight up. And it really showed once I got to 2 plates, because I've hit it before, but this time something was happening where I literally, like, I sacked myself out. I could get it up to my chest, but I just couldn't really get under it. So I had to switch it up to doing it the proper, or I don't know if it's proper, but the proper strongman way, which is throw it on your stomach. You do like a reverse grip, you throw it onto your stomach, and then from there you switch grips and then push it back up. And once I got it up there, it was actually a lot easier. It just fucking hurt, because I don't think with any lift you're ever putting weight on your stomach. Luckily I have a gut, so it kind of like braced myself, but I've seen people that don't have a gut, pretty much it just slides off. So luckily I had something to hold it there, but it felt like it was ripping my skin off, and it wasn't a pleasant feeling. And I've seen people do this with maybe like 500 pounds, so those guys are fucking insane, and I honestly don't know how they do anything like that. Once I got it up, it was pretty easy to jerk it. I think I lost balance a little bit, but I recovered it. And yeah, overall, this whole training with strongman, it's pretty fun, and I'm just really excited to keep pushing it, because my biggest thing right now is just having fun with training. I want to make sure that I'm able to train and lift forever, just because it's something that I love, but I also want to make sure that the whole time, the whole journey, I'm trying to improve the quality of the lifts. And if any of you guys want to also train a strongman or try other things, I highly recommend it. Find a place that you can. There's gyms all across the world. If you guys are in LA, come check out Barbell, because we have all the equipment, and we do have trainers that can train you in that. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment of what you guys want to see next. Honestly, if you guys want to see how to get a workout in the woods, how to get a workout in the city, leave a comment below. We'll try to train for that too, and I'll see you guys in the next video.